Alright guys, what's up? Sorry, we're here trying to run a little update as far as just the Twisted Wonderland stuff is concerned, since I did a thing about 2-3 weeks ago, give or take. So we're mostly going to run through just the quick monthly-ish updates that they do regularly through the game. So right now it's the just after the second update, I guess, rather technically, of the year passed. So right now we're in February. So the thing to come back was an encore rerun of the Beanfest event. So this one is the point of view that shows you through Vil, Floyd, Jamil, and some of the other characters. So the usual, the showcases that were brought back for that were the Floyd and Rook, SSR and SR respectively, and the Azul and Jack, which are same SSR and SR respectively, for their Bean Camo outfits, and the free characters you get within the shop and throughout the course of the event are the SR Vil, SR Jade, R Cater, and R Jamil. So those are included with what was the first part of this regular update for the month. So that started today and it runs through right around the 12th or the 17th. It runs to the 12th of February, so that's a week from Sunday. So just short, about 11 days you have until completing the event, and it moves on to the next bit of information we have here. So also included within the early part of February for Twisted Wonderland is going to be Cater's birthday promotion. So on the 4th of February, that being this Saturday Pacific, well, anywhere in the world, but technically Saturday, is going to be Cater Diamond's birthday. So that's, you get 10 keys and stuff, the usual stuff for anytime they do a birthday promotion for any of the characters. And then later on this month, so roughly mid-February, I believe, is the SSR Lilia Pop Music Club showcase. So you get that right around the middle of the month. So since it's the Bean Fest runs through the 12th, so probably around the 13th or so is when that would kick in. And then, as they've been doing with this most recent one, you get club token anytime you do that summoning from that. And then also mid-February, we're going to see the next NRC joint exam. So that's another event in-game where you can just do battles and stuff to earn rewards and whatnot. Mostly coins, and you can redeem items with those. So for those of you that do play the game or are interested in trying it out, just go ahead and, in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, whichever you guys use, look up Twisted Wonderland. It should be, pretty sure it's available for both Android and iOS, so that is something you guys can do if you're keen to try some new game out there for Disney stuff. And then later on in the month, we do have the main story. So book 6 part 1, the Igni Hide one. I was about to say Edia, that's one of the characters, but the Igni Hide book is going to be premiering later this month, I believe, probably most likely after the half or so, right around that point. So mid to late February is when that one will come out. So basically it's where Grim, the cat character, kind of attacks you as the main character, and you kind of go to figure stuff out and whatnot. So that later happens. And then in response to that, there will be an Ortho showcase, and then from that point in the game, when that kicks in the new story, usually a chapter celebration type thing is released where you can get rewards in game and stuff. And then, as it's been for a couple months, the level cap, or the player level cap rather, not the character level cap, has been 70 for the past, I don't know, like half a year or so, most likely, give or take, because September was around the time I reached it for the D23 Expo when we were there. And it's been 5, 6, 7 months. Yeah, so for about half a year roughly, it's been capped at level 70. Once that celebration for book 6 part 1 kicks in, it will actually be raised from 70 to 80. And then later on this month as well, on the 24th of February, I was about to say January, it's Azul's birthday bash. So that's 2 birthday promotions in the month of February. At least it's looking like February 4th and then February 24th. So those are just some things you guys can keep an eye on in the meantime as you play or don't play, or just, you know, follow along possibly if you guys are eventually interested in something like that. So moving on to the next little bit of information we have is going to be this part right here, is the Bean Fest. So Bean or Be Beaned, as it is titled, is what we were going over just a bit. So it's running from February 1st, that's the day after the update of the game took place. So that was about 2 a.m. Pacific, and it's running until about 10:59, since the updates always go about 11 p.m. Pacific here. So from today of 2 a.m. to the 11th at 10:59 p.m., you'll be able to play the event story, play the battles, earn rewards and whatnot. You can get, as was mentioned earlier, SR Bean Camo, Vil and Jade, and R Bean Camo, Cater and Jamil. And then as far as the basics how to play, it's you get beans as far as you do lessons in game, and you are able to use those beans to get further into the stories, unlock little chapters, unlock battles, and the more you get those battles, you get little items that you can use to redeem for rewards and stuff in the item shop and in the game itself as you progress further into that. And then you have 7 extra difficulty battles by the end as you progress through further into that story, and the higher level those battles are, the more rewards you get. And then the featured characters for those, as one would expect, as they are part of the event, are going to be basically all those characters that have that bean camo. So you have Vil, Rook, Jade, Cater, Jamil, Jack, Azul, and Floyd in their various SR and SSRs and Rs versions of those characters specifically. So that goes from now until the 12th of February, and moving on to the showcase part of the event. So you get the Floyd and Rook showcase, which same thing goes until the end of the event. So that's from today at 2 a.m. up until February 12th at 10:59. And as with most showcases go, you are able to summon as many times as you have keys and gems and whatnot. But once you reach 100, you do get a guaranteed SSR, which is the highest rarity of summons as far as this game is concerned. And as far as is with a lot of gacha games, so it would be more or less what corresponds to anything that's like a 5-star or the highest tier of characters that exist within the game. Being Floyd being the SSR in this showcase, and SR Rook being the SR. So being common, then the other showcase for this is going to be Azul and Jack. So for the showcases, as far as the dorms that are concerned, we have Savannah Claw, Octavinelle, and Pomfiore for Rook. Pomfiore, Jack is Savannah Claw, and Octavinelle sees you having Floyd and Azul. So same thing with the Azul and Jack showcase. You do have until 12th of February to summon. Same thing, once you go through 100 summons, you get a guaranteed SSR. And SRs have a higher rate, as do the Rs. So between then and now, you can summon as many times as you are allowed to based on what you have to try and get those characters if you are in the midst of that game. And then that's pretty much all the bit of information there is right now as far as anything on the Twisted Wonderland front. So might try and make this a regular series just as we go through bits and pieces of it, post on it every now and then, or if there's any actual good information out there, since it is included in the Disney stuff as of when they made it. So keep your eyes peeled for that, you guys. And if there's any questions you ever have, feel free to reach out on the Be Soulmate Life Instagram page. And if you're keen on the information, feel free to drop follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.